Hi there, Miranda Alt here with Keller Williams Success Real Estate and the Miranda Alt team with your Monday market update on Tuesday, May 28th, 2024. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you had a great Memorial Day. It was a beautiful weekend around here. The weather had a little bit of schizophrenia. I couldn't quite decide what it wanted to do, but we ended up with some nice hours outside, so hopefully you got out to enjoy it. Taking a quick look at our Montgomery County numbers for the last 7 days, we had 118 new listings, so that's not a lot. That's lower than we've had for the last few weeks, so we are definitely seeing an effect potentially from the holiday. Maybe people decided to wait a week to put their house on the market, so hopefully next week we'll see a big influx in new listings. We certainly did the week before last, so maybe just people waiting with the holiday. Now, I did look at last year's numbers, and we did still see a significantly larger number on that new listings this week last year than we did this week this year, so who knows what's going on there, but not a lot of new listings. 118 is a pretty low number for us there. We had 141 go under contract. So that is pretty standard for what we have been seeing. We have 96 closed sales. That's pretty normal. We've been seeing right around that 100 mark for new listings, for closed sales for the last few weeks. Around 100 every week is about where we're at. We had only 19 price changes. That number is low. We had 61 on the private and 1 expired. So the price changes is telling me that homes are selling without having to make any alterations to those prices. So we are seeing a lot of activity out there. Now, one of the questions that I get when I'm out and about is, people say, oh my gosh, I can't believe that the housing market is doing anything. I thought nobody was moving. Who's moving with these interest rates? Well, interest rates are holding flat right about now. They've been flat for about a few weeks now, where we're holding at about 7.25, which is about where we anticipate numbers to stay for the time being. We did hear some reports from some various federal government experts saying that they do not expect rates to go any higher, so that's good. But we also don't expect them to come any lower. Remember that at the fourth quarter of last year, the feds did say that their policy would be higher for longer for quite a while to try and curb inflation. We have still had some positive inflation reports come in, which means that interest rates are likely to stay right where they are. Certainly not going to be going any lower with inflation reports coming in still high. We don't want to have interest rates go lower and then see inflation spike up again, which is what it would likely do. So who's out there buying? Well, you've got to remember that between 1998 and 1992, we had the largest birth rate of the millennial generation, and those people all want to move out of mom and dad's basement or move out of their rentals. We see rent prices have increased every single month this year. They continue to go up. And so some of those people who are renting are just sick of renting and sick of paying somebody else's mortgage, and they've just decided, fine, I've been waiting for 4 years to buy something. My mom and dad have been telling me to wait till prices come down. Well, what has happened there? Prices have continued to go up. In fact, we just heard a Case-Shiller report saying that prices are up 7% year over year. So that's a significant increase. So they're not coming down. We see interest rates that have gone up over the last 4 years. So people who have been waiting are sick of waiting, and they're just ripping off that Band-Aid and saying, I got to buy something. I'm not paying rent anymore. I'm not living in mom and dad's basement anymore. I'm getting out and I'm buying something. So that's a big chunk of our buyers right now. The other people who are buying are people who have been waiting and waiting. Again, all of these people who've been waiting and waiting and waiting, their kids keep getting bigger. They want better schools, or they have a different motivation, and they've been waiting and nothing has gotten any better. In fact, it's gotten more difficult to purchase something. Now, that being said, we do still have buyers finding great properties. I just had a buyer this weekend. They called me and they said, hey, Miranda, there's this house we want to see. Can you take us? I said, sure. We went out and looked at it on Sunday. They loved it. They put in an offer. It got accepted. Boom, they got the house that they want. So it is still feasible to navigate this market if you've got a trusted professional who can help you get through it and knows how to advise you on what to do. So there are still very many homes to be bought. There's still deals to be made. There's still sellers who want to sell. So there's things happening because life happens, right? I have another family that's ready to buy because they're having another baby, and they're not going to not have more babies because of the interest rates. It's just silly to think that people would just wait because of interest rates. So we do still have a really strong buyer market, a really strong seller's market. There is less to choose from than we would prefer. We still have extremely low inventory. We still have prices going up rapidly. Not as much as they were in 2022 though. So keep in mind, we're seeing appreciation, which makes housing a good investment, but we're not seeing that crazy appreciation that's meaning you're overpaying for things. So, don't be afraid to jump into the market if it's something that you've been thinking about. If you need a home, we've still got plenty of homes to find or to sell if you are ready. I will say one thing I've heard is some people are saying, oh, we found the perfect house. We wanted to go buy it, but we weren't ready. So again, we've talked about this before, that it's more of a timing issue than it is an inventory issue. Yes, inventory is tight, but if you're ready to go when the right house hits the market, you're going to be fine. You'll be able to navigate this market without too much trouble, because there are still good homes that are coming on the market. They're just selling really, really fast. So we see prices are still going up. Inflation is still not coming to where the Feds want it, so we don't see interest rates coming down. Interest rates are holding at about 7.25%. Again, your personal interest rate will depend on your credit, your debt to income ratio, and a few other factors. So you'll have to talk to a lender to know exactly what your rate would be. Oh, and one other sidebar, don't necessarily trust those online mortgage calculators. They are not accurate. They don't know what your interest rate is going to be. They don't know what your debt to income ratio is. They don't know what your credit score is. They cannot give you an accurate prediction of what your monthly payment is going to be on a home. They are very, very rough estimates, and I would say they are not very accurate. So don't necessarily rely on those. Give me a call if you have questions or you want to go see a property. I'm happy to take you. I'm have not a lot of availability, but I will make time if you need it, okay? I'm here to help. I want to be your trusted real estate advisor. So give me a call, please, anytime you need it. I'm at 815-529-0777, or you can always email me at mirandaaltteam@gmail.com. Me and my team are ready to go and help you out. Hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday. Hopefully our weather holds out for this week and we can enjoy some sunny days. I'm Miranda Alt with Miranda Alt Team and Keller Williams Success. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. Bye-bye.